They can't do this. Their sports weren't designed for it. The whole concept of our nation wasn't designed for it. We're going to have to get back. We want to get back soon, very soon. For example, and I have to say, we're using the Defense Production Act very powerfully. In some times directly, in many cases indirectly.
Now, you just heard Donald Trump talk about how they have got to get back to the sporting events because it's not normal, and to rich people, let's be honest, they are losing millions, say not billions of dollars from not having fans come to the games. Now, for those of you that don't know, there are no sporting events going on in the world, period. Not even the Olympics. Now, out here in California, if you were to go to a Laker game, that game, just one game, regardless of who the stars are, generates like $10 million and upward. Just one home game. We're talking about from revenue, concession stands, etc. Now, the link for this video will be right below in the description. So, according to Complex News and Complex.com, a poll reveals that most sports fans will not attend games without COVID-19 vaccine. There's a picture of some empty seats, and these seats will be empty for a long time. Now, the coronavirus pandemic has disrupted the sports world in an unprecedented way. Tournaments, games, and entire seasons have either been postponed to completely canceled, leaving league officials anxious for the day when the lockdowns are finally lifted. And although there's no doubt fans are also holding their collective breath for sports to resume, it could be a while before we see packed stadiums and arenas. Now, according to a new Seton Hall sports poll at the Stillman School of Business, 72% of Americans said that they would not feel safe attending live games before a COVID-19 vaccine was available. This is unfortunate news for many leagues, as experts say it could take at least up to a year before a vaccine is developed. Among respondents who identify as sports fans, 61% said they would not attend a game without a vaccine. It's understandable that people may feel hesitant to attend sporting events or other crowded events, even if restrictions for social distancing are lifted, said Dr. Roberto Posada, a pediatric infectious disease specialist. So while we hope that an effective vaccine would be developed, the process for vaccine development is slow. It may take 12 to 18 months in the best case scenario. Predicting what this virus will do in the next year would be very difficult, indeed impossible at this point in time. So the poll, which was conducted between April 6th through 8th, had a small sample size of 762 respondents and a margin of error of minus 3.6 percentage points. So about 12% of those polls said that they would attend a live game only if social distancing measures were effectively implemented. 13% said they would feel safe regardless of vaccine availability or social distancing rules. According to the poll, 74% aren't convinced sports will resume in 2020. Now, many sports leagues have spent the past month trying to decide the next steps in the COVID-19 era, where there's reports that the NBA is considering scrapping the season altogether. Other leagues like the NFL seem optimistic that their seasons would take place as scheduled. Donald Trump addressed this uncertainty during a phone conference with major sports commissioners earlier this month. During the calls, POTUS reportedly said fans will likely be back in stadiums and arenas by August and September, just in time for the NFL season. And then again, we all have heard Trump lie before. So let's talk about it. Now, there's no way, and I mean no way, that parents will let their kids go to any of these sporting events with the risk of getting COVID-19. There's no way. And there's no way that people in general will go to a sporting event where they have a chance of getting COVID-19. So with this pandemic as well as the coronavirus, I think that it has put a damper on sports forever. The social distancing will be forever practiced. And you have to look at this. This social distancing is not something new for people that don't like being around people anyways, and people that don't go anywhere, to stay at home all the time. This is nothing new for them. But for the average Joe, the guy that goes to work every day, likes to go to the Laker game, Knicks games, Rockets games, or your favorite teams, Bucks game, whatever. Or let's say they like to go to a Patriots game and they have season tickets to all these sporting events, and they're going to miss out on this because this won't be happening for a while. And it's a good chance that the vaccine, once it does get made, people won't give people a 100% guarantee that they won't contract this virus or any other virus. I think this has put a scare into the hearts of men and women. And there's some good to it, but more bad, to say the least. But you have to ask yourself, would you go to an NBA, NFL, or any sporting arena games or outside sports game if they had a vaccine? Or would you just continue forever to the end of time to practice social distancing for the safety of your family, friends, and your own health? Like this video, leave your comments, share it on Instagram, Twitter, as well as YouTube. More importantly, subscribe.